Alrighty, everyone, welcome to round number 8 of the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series round 8 at Watkins Glen Speedway. Tonight, you can see right now qualifying is underway. That is Brian Rose we're taking a look at. But let's get ready to talk about the situation coming into round 8. In the first short track, and really the first road course of the season, and the only real road course we will see this season. And we'll take a look at the point standings as we head rapidly towards the playoffs. Here in this one, let's take a look at your playoff standings. It's Underwood, Duran, Grissom up there, but look around that 12th position, 2-point gap between Jacob Warbley and Tristan Ferris right there as well. Clint Roberts on the outside looking in. What about a Cody Decker? 135 back, but really out of this thing. So the 51 and the 10 machines, those are the two that I've got my eyes on here tonight at this one. And you take a look, there is Lawrence on the racetrack, but you take a look at Jacob right here in the 51. He's going to have to come up with something here to kind of keep Tristan at bay as long as he can, and that is the 51 of Jacob Warbley, working his way through his qualifying effort with 6 minutes left in qualifying here tonight at Watkins Glen. Michael Bussell, top of the board, 115.612. Lawrence right there as well, engine number 9, right in the mix as well for a great qualifying effort here tonight. Again, round number 8 here tonight at the road course. No cautions. We're going to go local yellows only unless the racetrack is blocked. So, you know, with the whole situation of the playoffs and where we're setting right now, we're closing down obviously to that cutoff at around the 12. The nerves, the attention has to start going to Jacob, and both Jacob and Tristan. You see Tristan right now top 5 on the board. That number 10 is 116.6. Not horrible. Don't think that's a winning pace tonight, but definitely not horrible. Taking a look here at the 79 of Alan Wilson as well, working his way into turn number 1, as well as Luke G. Duran now top of the board in the number 4 machine. That's going to be a 115.502 for Luke G. Duran. Taking a look at Skylar Grissom down the back straightaway. The number 24 machine right now 6th on the board, 116.4. Good run for Skylar. Tristan Ferris right there as well. What about Jacob Warbley? Jacob again in this playoff hunt in that number 51 machine. You see him working his way through the bus stop area. Pretty good run there for Jacob in the 51 Skittles machine. And right now we continue to run at the moment. 4 minutes left here tonight in their qualifying effort from Watkins Glen Speedway, as we finish out this effort here to get these cars ready. And right now there's the 18, Duran, that leads the way as well. Duran at fastest in practice as we get ready to start, or fastest in qualifying, was right up there in practice as well. And Duran doing a great job again. No yellows here tonight, so pit strategy not really going to be too much of a thing here this evening as we get ready to go green flag racing for what is round number 8 here tonight. So again, round 8, Watkins Glen Speedway. There is Nicholas Post in the 48 looking to turn in a time here. And he does just that, 117. Tristan Ferris right there as well, finishing up his qualifying effort. So everybody is taking a time here tonight. It looks to me like, without any big surprises, it's going to be Luke G. Duran starting from the pole here tonight. That number 4 machine will lead them down to go racing in New York here tonight for the one and only road course here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Again, round 8 of 16 here tonight. Big thank you to all our partners, Next Level Racing, Future Designs. We also got Grid Finder, find your place on the grid, along with Warrior Wraps on board as always to bring you this next round. Halfway through the 16-round season here for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series. Qualifying going to wrap up here tonight. And really for these drivers here at Watkins Glen here tonight, we're going to take a look at a couple of things. But these drivers, you come in to this one here tonight, you look at the situation and where we're at here with Luke G. Duran up front. And of course, Luke leading the way here in this effort here tonight. You take a look at where we're at and what he has been able to accomplish this season. No surprise, top of the board for the 4, but look at the wins here. 3 on the year out of Augusta, Georgia. A really dominant performance. Looking for what would be win number 4 this time at the road course. And qualifying is going to be over here. We're going to get these cars gridded up. And let's get ready to take a trip through your starting lineup tonight. So as we get ready here to take a trip through that starting lineup here tonight, what should be a great series of races, of a great series here tonight. Let's take a look. Warrior Wrap starting grid. It's Luke G. Duran out of Augusta, Georgia, right there alongside of Lawrence, Greenville, North Carolina, native starting second. Row number 2, Michael Bussell, Burnsville, North Carolina, and Noblesville, Indiana's own Alan Wilson starting 4th. Brian Rose rolling off to turn 5 or P5. Benjamin Shelton, P number 6. Skylar Grissom, Florence, Alabama, 116.64. Tristan Ferris right there. He has to make some moves here tonight. Rolls off P8. Rolling off P9. Really the person that Tristan's really competitive with right now. Jacob Warbury and Mr. Jim Foskett. Right there in row number 5. Row number 6. Second start of the year, Vincent Short alongside Nicholas Post. Home state race for him, Mr. Post out of New York. Bruce Pearson, here is Nicholas Beckley out of Sonora, California as well. Brandon Shirley, Charlotte, North Carolina native, alongside Josh Gwynn there in 16th. And that will pretty much do it here tonight. So, as we get ready to go green at flag racing here tonight, 40 laps. That is what we have here tonight. That's what we will see these drivers turn here at Watkins Glen. It's going to be one of the shorter races of the season. What's it going to take here? Well, we're about to find out. As everybody's going to roll off, and we will get this thing underway here tonight. The cars rolling here. See some cars there getting ready, going through some of these cameras that we will see here tonight from the road course here this evening. And right now, everybody getting ready to go. And we will have one heck of a race here in this one. Everybody down the back straight away right now, getting ready to go green flag racing. Road course style here tonight. Bustle up near the front right now. Great starting spot for him. We'll all kind of cycle through. Now they're not going to actually make them run the bus stop chicane there under caution, but if you see a car miss that here in the race, that's going to be a stop penalty. So you're going to have to stop the car back there and give up some time if you manage to miss that during the actual racing action. But right now, since it is just a pace lap, we're going to kind of let this go for the time being. Double file, that's your restart procedure here. Start procedure to place like Watkins Glen. The field coming down to the final 2 sets of corners here tonight to get this one. Road course racing here tonight underway. Bustle right there in the 15. Biggest hurdle for these drivers, make it through turn 1. But the field's going to come off turn 4. Pace car lights are off. Or excuse me, final corner, not turn 4 tonight. We're going to get the green flag in the air, and we are green here at the road course. Here tonight, green flag into turn 1. Everybody hard on the brakes into turn number 1. And they'll all fall in line. Luke G. Duran right there is the 78 of Alan Wilson right there as well as they head down through. A couple cars wide back here in the back. They're going to rejoin, keep it clean up through the S's here tonight. Field up through the S's, single file. Michael Bustle third. Luke G. Duran out to a good lead over Lawrence for the first time through the bus stop here tonight. Hard on the brakes. Left-hander back to the right. Cars doing a great job hanging on through the bus stop right now. We got a little bit of side-by-side action back here around the gym, and looks to be the what's that, the 15 of Vincent Short right there in that battle as well. Duran leads by a couple of tenths of a second as they come to complete the end of lap number 1 right now. Man, what a great job these drivers are doing here. We'll go from our blimp cam here. You see a couple of cars running wide there, headed towards that final set of corners. We'll make it through lap number 1 without too much of an incident here tonight. That's Jacob Warbley right there in the 51 and the 10. That is the battle for that playoff position. That is all important here. Warbley right behind the 10 of Tristan. And that battle again is going to be highly focused right now for that playoff spot. They'll work their way back down through the back straightaway up to speed right now. Field doing a great job. Luke G. Duran, meanwhile, out front leading the way over Lawrence in second. Bustle in third. That's your top 3 here tonight, and we'll get your ticker up in a moment as we come to complete lap number 2 here tonight. So that is where everyone is at, and that's your top 5 after the first lap here tonight. Pretty easy, does it? And man, oh man, what a fight they are right now, as you see Duran leading, Lawrence in second here tonight, Bustle third, Wilson fourth, Shelton fifth, Rose sixth, Grissom seventh, Tristan right in front of Jacob right now in 8th and 7th as well. 8th is Tristan, and or 9th is Jacob as well here. Vincent Short trying to hang on, also having a pretty good run. Do you see Jacob still trying to run down Tristan right now as they work their way up the hill? Trouble, one car out of shape, locks it down. That's the 21. He's right in the middle of traffic. Now they said they will not throw a caution unless, and there's the problem. That's what happens, and caution immediately displayed. Car was right in front of the S's. Nowhere for any of these guys to go. And the caution finally flew, but not quick enough to save Jim. Jim hard into the 21 to Benjamin Shelton. Oh. We knew the yellow was going to fly. Let's see if we can go back and take a look. They were coming up the hill. Take a look here. Oh, smoke going everywhere. The 77 hard on the brakes in the grass. Oh, and just looking setting sideways. Wow. Goodness gracious. The 47 of Jim realistically had nowhere to go. car was sitting in the middle of the racetrack. And I mean, he just nailed that car. And you got to feel bad for Jim here. Let's go back here. We're gonna take a look here. Look at that hood, man. Take a look as they come up the hill. There's gonna be a car just sitting here, nowhere to go. It just killed that race car. And that, unfortunately, because of the way the cautions work here, is something that you just really can't help. You come through, you think you're okay, and you're really not. Field back under the pace lap here, under caution for the first and maybe only time tonight. Luke G. Duran leads this race right now behind the iRacing pace car after a huge incident over in the S's. And caution is out. The 47 will come to pit road. Unfortunately, no fast repairs for that machine here tonight, so he's just got to take the hit. And man, horrible, horrible hit. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? Man, oh wow, that hit was unreal. And again, they do have that rule. They will use the yellow if the track is blocked here. Unfortunately, in my opinion, you know, there's no way to get the yellow out in time. Too much traffic here, and that is what led to the major incident up through the S's. And unfortunately for Jim, I think his night is pretty much going to be, well, deleted, as they used to say. And I just don't see Jim being able to get back out there. He'll bring the car to pit road, big time damage. He probably got the worst out of that, hitting where he did. You see just there on your screen is going to be that 47 on pit road as our drone cam kind of flies away. But again, a major incident up the hill early on in this one tonight. Puts us under essentially the yellow flag for the first time here at Watkins Glen tonight. And we will get ready to go back green flag racing right now. Lights are off on the pace car. We are ready to go after a massive incident up the S's. Tell you what, as far as incidents there and big incidents, that had to be one of the hardest ones I've seen at Watkins Glen. Me personally, there was nothing that could be done. It's so hard to explain just how quick you're going through that portion of the racetrack. Orange right there sitting in the number 9 right behind Luke G. Duran. And again, we'll quickly show you what we are under yellow for. And it was right up here at the top of the hill. A car went around. One more look here. There was a car around at the top of the hill that caused the issue to put us under yellow here tonight. So that was the cause for the caution. But now we are ready to go back green flag racing here tonight. So here we go. Field behind the iRacing pace car, single file, green flag to wave. We are back underway at Watkins Glen. Everybody back up to speed in turn 1. Luke G. Duran leads Lawrence second. There's Allen there in the 79. Rose right there behind him. Double file right now. Skylar Grissom. Brian Rose up the mountain. Or up the hill, excuse me, and on mountain. As we come up the S's here, everybody clean and clear. The S's seem to be what's going to be the problem child here tonight. As we continue to run down the back straightaway, headed for the bus stop one more time. Car wide back in the back. He'll hang on. Duran leads once again. Everybody clear through the S's right now and through the bus stop back to the carousel portion of this racetrack. Allen running fourth, taking a look right in front of him. It's Michael Bustle running third right now. Luke G. Duran leads with Lawrence right on his hip pocket as they head into the final set of corners here at Watkins Glen to head them back towards the start-finish line, with Luke G. Duran leading, Lawrence in tow. Down the front straightaway once again, put six laps on the board. We'll go to lap 7 here tonight, along with Tristan back here in the 10. What about Jacob as well? Jim on pit road. You see Jim's car completely and utterly destroyed, sitting on pit road right now. Not tonight for the 47 machine, but we continue to run nevertheless here at Watkins Glen. You see right now there is the 24 of Skylar Grissom kind of sitting there in line. Luke G. Durando leading, but he's not gotten away from engine number 9 here tonight. Keeping the pressure up is Lawrence right behind Luke. So that's going to be, I think, the two cars that we're going to be looking at all evening long is Lawrence and Luke here, as they continue to run down about short chute once again, headed towards the final set of corners. On board with Lawrence right now behind Luke G. Duran. Those two lead the way here. Lap number 8 going on the board at Watkins Glen, New York here tonight. Again, you're watching round 8 of the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series from the Watkins Glen Raceway. We've had one yellow on the evening for a massive incident here, and we look on board right now with our second place car of Lawrence right behind Luke G. Duran. Those two cars continue to battle, and they are opening up the gap over P3 and further back right now as we turn to lap number 9 this time. Everybody single file right now. Bustle, Allen, Rose, everybody hanging on. Lap number 9 to go on the board this time by. Still really early on tonight at the road course. As you take a look at the number, where are we at here? I believe that's the 22 machine of Bruce. Indeed it is. There is Bruce in the number 22 Impala SS machine, having a pretty smooth run. A little bit of a battle here going into the final set of corners. Hard on the brakes. That's Underwood making a move, getting it done, moving my Underwood up a spot. He is going to slide on by Vincent Short. Great job by Underwood, making it work and making it happen here at the road course tonight. Underwood, nice pass there. They'll jump back in line. Not missing anything up near the front. It's pretty spread out from, looks like, Tristan Paris on up. A little bit of a battle here brewing. Grissom and Brian Rose. Rose going to hold off Grissom for now. That battle just outside the top 4. Big move behind them, though. Looky here down the back straightaway. That is Warbley and Tristan. Again, those two cars battling for a playoff berth around that 12th spot in the standings. So these two cars, they're battling it out. That's the 51 Skittles machine right behind the 77 of Brian Underwood right now. Now, these are all trying to hang on here. 9 of 40 complete. Just roughly a third of the way through at the Glen here tonight. A pretty short race here. 40 laps your distance. You don't have a lot of time to make mistakes and try to recover. Jim's still on pit road, as I can tell. He's been on pit road for about 4 minutes now at this point. So they continue to run right now, and as they do, everybody hanging on. 10 of 40 complete. Grissom, Rose up there as well. trying to do anything they can. What about Alan Wilson there in fourth? Wilson fourth, Bustle third, Lawrence second right now. Right in tow, right in the hip pocket again of Luke G. Duran, not letting him get away. Man, this is going to be a battle right to the end between the 9 and 4. Those two clearly the nearly identical lap times last time by. 16:05.1 to a 16:05.4. These two cars are really on rails up front, and they're about 0.4 of a second faster than anybody else in the field right now, and that's going to pay dividends over the longer run here tonight, I do believe, as they continue to lead right now. 14 current viewers here tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out. Don't forget, even if you don't, okay guys, even if you're just here for this league, you got a driver in this league that you watch, don't forget, come back to the channel this Monday night. It is the 3-year anniversary of the channel this Monday night. The day we're going to be having a big broadcast, big celebration. I'm going to call it less of a broadcast and more of a celebration. Going to be this Monday night, and come hang out with us. I'm probably going to go get some adult beverages to help myself celebrate the league that I'm calling that night is okayed it. So you can see me do a broadcast more or less, kind of sort of tipsy maybe. So again, that's Monday night, big anniversary celebration. Come on out. But right now we have a heck of a race at Watkins Glen to continue to cover right now. Right now, Luke G. Duran, Lawrence there in second. They continue right now, 12 of 40 on the board. It's going to be Lawrence and Luke G. Duran leading the field here from the Watkins Glen Raceway. Michael Bustle hanging on. Bustle in the Napa Know-How, number 15. What about Brian Rose? Alan Wilson right there, as well as Skylar Grissom. Those two nose to tail down the back straightaway as they head for the bus stop chicane one more time here tonight. Everybody doing everything they can right now. It is going to be Grissom, Alan Wilson, nose to tail right now down the short chute. Grissom, Wilson down the short chute. This time, 13 on the board. 13 on the board this time by. Everyone hanging on right now, doing a great job. Tommy Gunn down there, the 4s running a good line. I do agree. Using every bit of the racetrack. We'll get up back to the leaders and you see what he's talking about. Road course racing, you don't want to leave anything out there, as I would say, you don't want to leave anything up for grabs here. You want to use every bit. You see him come out from the white line, arc the car back to the bottom of the racetrack. As he does that, he's able to use all that momentum. This beautiful run up front, him and the 9 both matching lap times per 10th. I don't think I've got the pleasure of calling a race here at Watkins Glen, but two cars this close lap time wise within a 10th of one another each lap. So, at some point here, when do you come down for your tires? Now, they have lost about a second of give up on those tires here through this run. Who is going to pull the trigger first? Is it going to be Luke G. Duran? Is it going to be Lawrence? Those two up front. What about the guys in the back? Can somebody throw a Hail Mary and try to make it work as well? You see Alan Wilson sitting here 5th, still holding up Skylar Grissom, Tristan, and Jacob. Those two all one another right now. Battle behind them. Multiple cars running wide down there in 1 and 2. Now obviously you don't want to run that wide. You want to keep it a little shorter than that. 15 on the board this time by. Of 40 here tonight. There is Vincent Short making his second start of the season in that number, I believe that is 15. I want to, excuse me. That's a triple digit number. That's why it's not showing up for me. 015. So it's the 015 of Short and the Holler Boys Racing. Doing a great job right now. We're kind of telling right now Brandon Shirley in that number 85 right now behind the 51 of Jacob Warbury. All these cars inside the top 10, just deeper in the pack right now. We got trouble. One car around at the exit there. That is Vincent Short going around. And quickly we'll go to a replay here. Show you what happened to Vincent Short. Car's just going to get a little wide there. Get into that wall. And trouble for Vincent. And that was what caused the issue for Vincent Short. So as we get back into it here. Right now we continue to run. We're taking a look at the 55, the 77 of Underwood. Top 10 ride, the 51 there as well. And meanwhile, up near the front of the pack, we've got some more great battles brewing. Grissom and Alan Wilson. This is going to be a nice little battle. That for the 5th spot right now. A 16 of 40 complete here tonight. Right now as we all continue to run right now, that's 16 of 40 laps complete here tonight from Watkins Glen. Everyone continuing to make a go at it. Wilson, you take a look up front, look at Lawrence and those guys doing their thing, still pulling away, but still nose to tail between the 9 and the 4 here tonight, just shy of halfway here tonight. Like I said, I told you guys this one was going to go by in a hurry. It always does when we come to a road course like this. Just ticking off lap times here. Ticking off the laps. Now, do you want to go to 20? Cut this thing in half? What do you try to do? As one of these drivers up front, you're about 4 laps away from halfway. Duran and Lawrence have dominated. Bustle 6 seconds back. And even Bustle not in their same area code. Rose back here as well. You got Allen coming through, Grissom coming through, Tristan coming through as well. And then behind them, you're going to have Mr. Brandon Shirley coming through right with Jacob Warbury and Brian Underwood. Now, Tristan has picked up a spot, and again, that's important. Trying to separate himself from his playoff contender around that 12th spot in points. As they continue to run, the top 2 though, they're starting to come back together. The slinky is shrinking. Lawrence right there to the back bumper of Luke. And will this be your battle for the championship as well? These two cars strong all year. Will this be your battle as we come down to the second half of the season? Eight weeks ago, we started this journey, and here we are 8 weeks in, and we're at Watkins Glen, and Lawrence and Luke G. Duran proving why they are where they are right now, playoff-wise. Just like this, up front, dominating the field here at Watkins Glen Raceway. For those who missed it, we're going to go back. We're going to take a look at some highlights, as we're just shy of halfway tonight. So quickly, we're going to go to our replays of some of the highlights here some troubles. The S's being the trouble here tonight. Here, and you can see all the runoffs here. The 15 had a problem. The 015 had a problem earlier on as well. Taking a look at some of these issues we've seen tonight. And the S's again has been kind of the bone of contention. The car got in the fence earlier as well. And that is what we have seen. And those S's, we had the 5 going around back here in the tire barrier. That was Josh having an issue. But we're going to go back to what was the biggest incident of the night. The 21 going around. He was sitting broadside here and got clobbered by Jim. That brought out a full course caution. And that the one and only full course caution here tonight. And we'll get ready to go back to live action in a moment as we do that. But man, it's been one of those nights here for the drivers of the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series, that is for sure. You see that 21 still got damage from the wreck earlier. Jim has gotten back out there. Ooh, the 51 Jacob Warbury. This is live. Jacob going to mow the grass a little bit here in the 51 Skittles machine. Underwood on pit road. We got one car down pit road here, but we continue to run. There's the 10 of Tristan. The wheels coming off of Tristan. He's going to go go around down there in turn number 1 for Tristan as we continue to run right now. Skylar Grissom on the back bumper of Allen right now. That is a battle for 4th and 5th on the racetrack right now. That's a great little battle here. 20 on the board this time by. Halfway through this one, this battle between Brian Rose, Alan Wilson, and Skylar Grissom. 4th, 5th, and 6th on the racetrack. And back off the final corner, they will come. We'll check in with our race leaders here in a moment. Taking a look here up near the front. There is Lawrence sitting right behind Luke G. Duran. They continue to run halfway through nose to tail here at Watkins Glen Raceway. And again, in this event here tonight, nose to tail headed for the bus stop. On board, Lawrence right now trying to pick his way through the bus stop, clipping the curbs, trying to not make any mistakes. Can one of these drivers force the other one to make an error? That's what you're going to have. You're going to have to one of the guys make a mistake to hand this lead away, because right now they are just too good. They're all over one another, folks. Lap times mirroring one another right now. And you can't get away like that. You're going to need either Lawrence or Luke here to make a boo-boo, and that's what it's going to take. Oh, well, out of shape there for your race leader off that final corner. Doing a good job to hang on, but man, these two have gapped the field by about 10 seconds. Grissom right now back here in the midst of a battle with Wilson. You can see those two drivers on board as we head through the first corner of this one. And we continue. Take a look at some of our camera angles as they cycle through 20 to go here. Great little ride on board right now. We continue to rock and roll. Gabby Rose down there. Let's go Holler Boys Racing. With the Holler Boys, they're doing pretty good here tonight. Brian Rose up there representing. Mr. Rose up there to P3 at this point, doing a wonderful job in the 89 machine. I have to give them credit. They're showing up here at the road course, and you never know if something happens out front. Oh, Lawrence to pit road right here. Here comes the strategy call. Lawrence to pit road, lap 20. He's going to cut it in half. Luke G. Duran going to go one extra lap. But this may make the difference at the front of this field. As Lawrence to pit road, Luke staying out. Who else is going to hit pit road here? We got another car coming down. That is going to be Brian Rose out of the Holler Boys stable to pit road. Following him is going to be Michael Bussell. A little bit of damage appears to be on the 15 machine of Bussell as he enters pit road. So again, cars hitting pit road here. 20 laps into this one. The car coming off of pit road, Lawrence there in the 9. Now, where does Lawrence cycle through in comparison to some of the guys up front? Now, this is going to be crazy as they come down the back straightaway. Again, it was Luke G and Lawrence right now battling it out for that race lead. A little bit of tire strategy involved. Luke gonna stay out once again. 18 laps to go. This time by for Luke G. Durant. The 4 out front continues to lead. And yes, all numbers are going to get updated after Watkins Glen here tonight, folks. All your ticker numbers will be updated after Watkins Glen here. But it's Luke G. Duran, Skylar Grissom right now hanging on out front. Luke G. Skylar Grissom right now, the GMAC number 4 on the track right now, leading. Grissom in second. Grissom pretty far back right now. Josh right there 1 lap down. Here comes Grissom, still needing to make a pit stop as well. You see some side-by-side cars right behind Grissom, and that is going to be a car going wide. Ooh, lock it down here. That is some lap down traffic, I do believe. That is Vincent and the 21. Both cars a lap down. But both those cars are going to slide around here to hang on. Get back up here towards your race leader right now. And what has been a great race to Duran continues to stay out. Again, Lawrence hit pit road a few laps ago. Will that pay off for him? Well, both of the cars laps down right now. And we're going to start to see here as they cross the stripe how all this pans out. Luke there in the 9 machine. Last time by ran a 7:1:17:18. Lawrence is going to be crossing the stripe, 141 flat. This is going to be interesting. Oh, 116.12 last time by for Lawrence. So it does appear those tires about a second faster than Luke G. Duran. Now what should happen when this cycles through, we're going to go find Luke again. Luke at the front of this field in the 4 camp. Now when he hits pit road, I am just about going to say it. There goes Luke to pit road. So Luke's going to come down. Now the way this should work is the time that Lawrence has made up here on the fresher tires. We're going to go back here and find him. Just back here lurking is that number 9 machine. When this cycle is through, will he become the leader? Due to stopping a couple of laps earlier, he's had traffic to contend with this lap. But here comes Lawrence, and there's Luke right now leaving pit road. You see the 4. That is going to be the gap that Lawrence is going to have to his advantage now over Luke G. Duran. And honestly, folks, that bit of tire strategy may have just won the 9 of Lawrence this race. 85 second, but he's got to make a pit stop. Duran in 3rd, coming back up to speed. Can Duran find enough in his tank to run down Lawrence here in the long go? As we continue to run. Lawrence leads this thing right now in that number 9 machine. His nearest competitor, Luke G. Duran, back about 3 seconds now. And another problem is right now, Lawrence, though, in heavy lap traffic, trying to peek his way through. Oh boy. Oh no. Lawrence around. Here comes Luke. Luke's going to come through. Lawrence is going to make a mistake in traffic. Hand the lead back to Luke G. Duran. Oh my. Let's go back and take a look. Oh. And just like that, there goes Rose. Man. Wow. Well, there you have it. Lawrence had this thing. And wow. So now if you're Luke G. Duran, you have got the lead back. Hook or crook, right? Man. Luke G. Duran at the back of the front of this field. Now what do you do? You've got the lead back. Lawrence made a mistake. There's the 85 running second. Now Luke's got to be careful here coming through traffic. That's the one thing that got Lawrence in trouble. You see Lawrence running fourth right now. They'll continue to run right now down the short chute. 14-13 to go this time by. Man, oh man. What a race here tonight. Luke G. Duran leads. In the number 4 machine, mistakes were made on behalf of that number 9 machine. Handed the lead back over. Now Brandon running second. Great run. He's got to make a pit stop here, but continuing to run inside that top 5. There's Lawrence back there. Alan Wilson in 6th. Brian Rose there in the 7 machine is going to cycle him inside the top 10 in 7th. Jacob Warbley right now going to be getting passed actually by Skylar Grissom. That's a change for the 8th spot here tonight. And then you're going to have Mr. Jim still out there running. Great job by Jim just to keep going here tonight after his big incident earlier. An action-packed field night at Watkins Glen Raceway all evening long. 13 on the board here this evening. Alan Wilson there as well. Alan hanging on at the moment. Brian Underwood up there as well. Then you're going to have Benjamin Shelton, Luke G. Duran after a little mistake here from Lawrence that kind of spun himself out, cost himself some time. Now 4 seconds back. He's going to go back around Tristan to get himself back in the top 3. But again, it's not going to be enough here, I don't think. He'll get by Tristan. That'll be 3rd for Lawrence here tonight. Coming close to 12 big ones to go here tonight at the Watkins Glen Raceway. Luke G. Duran leads the way. Gap right now, 4 seconds over the number 9. Those two have dominated, but what about Brandon? Yeah, he's got to make a pit stop, but he has held his own up there in P2 in that number 85 machine. He will have to make a stop, unfortunately, but holding serve. If you look forward, there's Bustle 2 laps down. Luke G's got some lap traffic up in front of him. Don't count your chickens till they hatch here, Luke. You still got to get through some traffic here. The 015, he'll go by there. Does a nice job picking his way through that one. And Luke G. Duran is doing a wonderful job pick away at this race right now. Don't overthink it. He'll jump to the outside of the 55. That'll be another lap car going to go by the wayside here into the bus stop. And man, oh man, what can you say about Luke G. Duran's performance here tonight? Well, right now, the 4 and Brandon, right now, more nose to tail as we put 11 on the board this time by. As we continue to run 11 to go this time by. "11 laps to go. Luke G. Duran. Brandon Shirley right there in second. Nicholas 1 lap down. Lawrence sliding back even further right now. 5 seconds off the race leader at the moment. Man, oh man, what a night we have seen out of the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes Series here from the Watkins Glen Raceway. "11 laps to go. Luke G. Duran, Brandon Shirley back here as well. Michael Bussell 1 lap down. Josh back here. You see Lawrence picking his way through traffic, but a little too late, I think. It's going to take a major issue out of Luke G. Duran for this thing to go back the way of Lawrence here. Right now, lap number 10, 10 to go. Brandon setting second right now, again needing to make a pit stop. Unless he can figure out a way to stretch it to the end here tonight. Great run for him. Wow, what a race here. See right now Lawrence setting right there, right behind Brandon, continuing to run right now. Luke G. Duran leads the way. The GMC number 4 machine coming to 9 to go at Watkins Glen. And what a night it would be for him if he could survive here. Another 9 laps here in New York to pick up yet another win on the year. Be big for him, I have to say. Sorry about that. You see he's trying to unload some things. But it's Luke G hanging on and doing a great job right now. So Luke G. Duran right now leading. And you take a look at the driver's bar for him here tonight. Started first, continuing to lead as they head down the back straightaway to 8 to go here tonight. And take a look at his season as well for that number 4 machine, who leads here coming to 8 laps to go. So what a night Luke G. Duran has had. 4 top 5, 6 top 10s, 3 wins, going for win number 4. In comparison there to Lawrence, not a bad year at all. 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s in these 8 races, but he hasn't got the win. And again here tonight, same thing. Again, once again, another problem here for Lawrence. Kind of giving up a perfect opportunity for him to get a win here tonight. He played the strategy right. However, unfortunately, right now, 7 to go. 7 to go right now. You see Lawrence running second right now, behind Mr. Luke G. Duran at the moment. Right now, 7 laps to go this time by. So it's 7 to go this time by. Lawrence still running right behind. Look at Michael Fussell at North Carolina native. Not going to get a top 10 here tonight. He's had 5 of those this season. Not really what he's looking for right now. But what about Charlotte, North Carolina's own Brandon, man? Coming here, he's had 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s. Looking at another one if he can just get the fuel to last for him here tonight. And we take a look back in P4. Tristan, well, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. Looking for his 2nd top 5 of the year right here at Watkins Glen Raceway. And a great position for him. Again, he came in really tight there for that playoff bubble with Jacob Warbley. So this is working out well for him. Vincent hanging on in his 2nd start of the year. Look right here, though, it's going to be Underwood, Skylar Grissom. Double file, Brian Rose back here. Falling back now as well, but what a battle between these 3. That is Brian Underwood coming your way out of Indiana. He's had 1 win this season. But look at that number, 7 top 10s. Brian, another one of his drivers, very consistent. Looking for his 8th top 10 of the year this season. Then behind him, it's going to be Bruce Parsons there. 2 top 5s this year, but right now Bruce in trouble. It's going to have to work on some things here, running 11th. But look at P8. Alan Wilson looking at top 10, number 5 this season. You know, doing a great job with Jacob Warbley. That will be back behind him in the 51. Alan doing a wonderful job here tonight. Then you have Josh, Fort Oaks, North Carolina right now, top 10 on the year. Running 12th here at the end of this one. Benjamin Shelton, 13th. Jim there had that big incident earlier. Not going to be the night he was looking for, but Jacob Warbley, Lynchfield, Kentucky. 1 win on the year, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. Well, he's going to get another top 10 tonight, I do believe. But unfortunately, he's going to lose some ground to Tristan. So that's your top 10 and what their year has looked like up to this point. As we got 6 to go here. So right now, Duran leads 8 seconds here tonight. Coming to 5 to go at Watkins Glen Raceway. Taking a look back up through the field. Tristan running all by him his lonesome. But it's Luke G. Duran with 5 more to go from the Watkins Glen Raceway. So 5 more laps here to complete. Duran has led 34 here tonight. The only car that could really challenge him all evening was Lawrence, but at this point, a mistake off at the final corner kind of sealed Lawrence's fate here tonight, I'm afraid, as we run with 5 to go here tonight. Right now, everybody hanging on right at the moment. Coming to 4 to go this time by. 4 laps to go. Luke G. Duran leading. Four laps to go. Four to go this time by. Luke G. Duran leading the way right now with Lawrence in second. Lawrence, man, he's going to be kicking himself for the little bit here after this mistake. that kind of gave this one away. Right now, everybody hanging on right now. 3 laps to go this time by. Three to go. Lawrence in that number 9 machine hanging on right now. 3 laps to go. Lawrence second. Brandon third right now. Right now, Bustle hanging on in 14th. Right now, they're right behind them as well is the 85 machine of Brandon. And what a night it would be for Brandon if he could run this thing all the way to the end on fuel and get a top 5 finish here tonight. Three laps to go. Brandon just needing 3 more laps of fuel here this evening. 3 to go here tonight. Brandon, Lawrence, Luke G. Duran leading the way in this one. Coming to 2 laps to go. And again, Luke G. Duran dominated all evening. Lawrence also kind of made a mistake there off of turn 2. If you wasn't watching, it kind of cost him the lead at one point during this race. Here we go. 2 to go this time by. Luke G. Duran leads. 2 to go at the stripe this time by. So Luke G hanging on. Lawrence nowhere in sight. Jacob Wardley right there as well. There is Bustle back here in 14th right now. Skylar Grissom, Brian Rose, the number 89 machine. Great run for him. Again, that is going to be the Holler Boys Racing machine. The 89 looking at a top 5 finish at the road course if we can make it 2 more laps here tonight. Next car back going to be Brian Underwood. Good run for Brian. Alan Wilson right there behind him. That could be a battle as we head towards the end here tonight. Wilson or Underwood, Wilson. Then you're going to have Tristan and Jacob. Those two, man, oh man, they are not setting themselves apart much here in these final races. Jacob and Tristan on track to get an 8th and 9th here tonight to stay right with one another in that playoff battle. But it's Luke G. Duran, number 4 GM's AC machine off of turn or the final corner here tonight. White flag to wave. There it is. Luke G. Duran on his final trip around Watkins Glen here tonight to score himself a victory. He'll go a little bit wide, but he'll get it back on the racetrack up by the S's. Luke G. Duran, man, dominant all evening long. 8-second lead down the back, straight away headed for the bus stop for the final time. Duran into the bus stop this time by. We look at the situation at hand. Through the carousel one final time. So through the carousel, down the short chute. And I'll tell you what, Luke G. Duran, how about this? Getting ready to come through the final corner. You'll see him in just a moment. There is Jim. We'll see Luke in a moment. There is Luke. Checkered flag will wave. Luke G. Duran will get it done here tonight. Winner here at Watkins Glen. Here comes Lawrence out of the final corner to take home P2. We're waiting on the 85 of Brandon to come through for third. Brandon Shirley gonna bring it home, whip the car home fuel. 35 laps. Great job, Brandon, to get P3 here tonight, and that will do it here at Watkins Glen. The checkered flag waves over Luke G. Duran here tonight in a dominant performance. Wow. Everybody else will come on through, but it was Luke G. Duran. Oh. Wow. What can you say? Luke, buddy. Just a dominant performance here tonight. And let's get ready to talk to our race winner, Luke G. Duran. And again, we take a look now as we get ready to do our interview at Luke's season to this point. It'll be 7 top 10s, and his 4th win of the year. What can you even say, man? Luke just awesome all season. What a great, great job here tonight. And right now, we'll go talk to Luke G. Duran here in just a moment. Right now, we'll grab Lawrence. It looks like Lawrence will be the first interview tonight. He's the first one here. No surprise there, Lawrence is the first guy in here, right? So it'll be a top 5, number 5 for Lawrence. And let's get ready. Hey, Lawrence. All right, let's see here. Get everything ready. Hey, Lawrence, buddy, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do, bud.
Well, man, your 5th top 5 of the year, 5th top 10, but be honest here, you kind of gave one away there. You had the lead, lost the car out of the final corner, buddy.
Yeah, I've said 2 things leading up to this race. That you're going to have to be perfect to win, and that Luke Doran was going to be hard to beat. I was just kind of trying to put pressure on him that first run. Didn't know where I was going to go with tire strategy. Decided to go ahead and pit out. I saw some traffic up ahead that I was hoping would slow Luke down. And it worked out. I came out of pit road with a 4-second lead, and Shelton and Bustle were doing their thing down the backstretch there. So that held me up a little bit, which they're perfectly entitled to do. They're racing for position there too. So, then it all came down to one missed shift. That last corner, I got in a little hot, grabbed 4th, kind of panic shifted down to 2nd, and just wheel hopped and got it loose. And slid, and I watched Luke go by, and at that point, I knew 4-lap pressure tires with me, there was no shot. We were pretty much dead even that whole first run. It was really fun, actually. I was just praying he'd make a mistake. He said he was going to in practice, but he didn't, and he was perfect, and he won. And turns out, I prophesized the fact that you'd have to be perfect and beat Luke to win. And here we are.
Well, Lawrence, man, once again, another top 5, another top 3, another top 10, but the one goose egg in the column. Yeah, man, once again, Lawrence, dude, you got to get one eventually, buddy. Right? I mean, it has to go your way eventually.
I hope. Skylar actually put in the Discord earlier last week, I think, while we were off, just a little fun, an all-time winners list. And there was scrolling, looking through it, and there was a name missing. I didn't realize I hadn't won a points-paying race across any of these leagues, be it 87's Cup or these ARCA cars now. I definitely felt like tonight was my best shot. But again, I'm just going to circle back to it. You had to be perfect to win, and Luke did it. I I was trying to put the pressure on him. I don't know if I was. I don't know if he felt pressured at all, or he was kind of bagging a little bit and just driving as hard as he needed to stay in front of me. But he did a fantastic job tonight. And again, it came down to one missed shift in 6 seconds. I lost 6 seconds in that lap, and before my tires wore out, I was 6.5 seconds back. So it's really what it boiled down to, and then I just kind of got frustrated and quit driving. But great job to Luke. Shout out to Brandon Shirley too. That was impressive. I wasn't sure if those guys that pit under the first caution, Brandon and Brian, were going to make it on fuel, but they did. So shout out to him. New face in the league. You like to see him making waves. But yeah, it was a fun race. I love this place, man. There's nowhere I enjoy racing more than Watkins Glen. Honestly, it doesn't matter what combo is. I just love this place. And yeah.
And Thor, man, well, I tell you what, you're going to have to leak me that all-time winners list, because I've got to go check that out.
I'll go back and find it for you, Matt. Just real quick, just wanted to thank the boys back at High Side. Alan had a pretty good run. I thought he was going to be able to hang with me after the practice performance. Had a couple little slip-ups, but he did a great job. I know these road courses and stock cars don't usually get along, but he did awesome tonight. Another shout-out to Luke. He did great. Shirley, Skylar for putting the league on, Bumper Thumper Traction Compound, Competition Auto Body, B&K Hot Dog Stand, RacetoolsDirect.com, Local Route Disc Golf, new sponsor, buddy of mine. Logo's not on the car yet, but it will be. Who did I forget? My wife, Sydney, daughter, Haley, for putting up with all my sim racing, and she does so much around here that I wouldn't be able to race if it wasn't for her. And you, Matt, for putting on yet another fantastic broadcast. It's always nice to have that commentary and being reminded that you threw one away just about every 3 laps there.
Yep.
But it was a fun race, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, you know you throw one away. You're gonna know it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and watch the tape on this one. I'm not gonna lie to you there, Matt.
Well, buddy, better luck next week, man. Lawrence, once again. So close, but yet so far away, buddy.
Yes, sir. I'm going to get one of these. Even if I got to dump Brian Underwood to do it, I'm going to do it.
Careful, buddy. Best of luck.
We'll see you.
All right, let's get race winner Luke G. Duran. Matt up here in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you.
Well, man, you were just on a roll all night long.
You got me?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. I got you, buddy. Well, buddy, make it 4 wins on the season. On a roll all night long. Man, oh man, you really didn't set a wheel wrong all night, dude.
Yeah, these road courses, it's normally the guy who can keep it on the track that wins it.
Well, you did exactly that, man. You kept the car on the track. You were able to get the lead back there when Lawrence made that boo-boo coming out of the final corner, took advantage. Rode off into the sunset for your 4th win. Do you feel like you got a really good shot at the championship this year, coming with 4 wins on the year at halfway?
Well, I'm going to have to miss a race during the playoffs, so unless I don't think this will happen, unless I can just get a bunch of bonus points to, offset missing a race, I don't think I'll be able to.
Well, man, dude, I'm telling you, you've done a great job this first portion of the year. And again, another great performance here at Watkins Glen. As you went through that, were you nervous there at the very end about making a mistake? Or was you pretty calm at that point and knew you had it?
Well, I mean, I knew Lawrence was faster. Somehow I got the pole, and he was just hounding me those first 20 laps, and I couldn't get away from him. And so I knew once he got in front of me, he should just drive off, and something happened. I'm not sure what happened, but I wheel hopped a couple times, and luckily it stayed straight. But yeah, definitely going into turn 1 and the second to last turn. I don't know how many turns there are, but it definitely starts to wheel hop on you.
Well, man, you did one heck of a job here tonight, Luke, and I'm telling you, you did a wonderful job. Man, anybody you'd like to thank or anybody tonight?
Yeah, thanks to all the drivers that came out. everybody watching, you for putting this on, Skyler for doing everything he does, and all the lapped cars. Good job. Y'all did a pretty good job of staying out of the way and not killing my race, at least. I don't know about everybody else.
Alrighty, man. Well, again, great job. Great win here tonight.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, guys. That's Luke G. Durant. Let's get P3 down here, Mr. Brandon. Hey, Brandon. Matt down here in the booth. Got a copy?
No.
Alright, man. Well, I'm telling you what. Great job. You run a little bit different pit strategy. You made it all the way from lap 5 to the end. Congratulations on a great top 3 here tonight.
Appreciate it. I wish I could say I planned that. To be honest, I got into the wall a little bit during that caution, so it was more of a repair pit stop than anything else. But yeah, just barely made it. I think I had like half a lap left at the end.
Well, man, that was closer than you'd like it to be, I'm sure.
Yeah, the last 5 laps, it was 100% safe fuel mode, and I can't remember who was behind me, but they're catching me like crazy. So another couple laps, even if I had made it on fuel, they would have caught me running like that. But it worked, so I'm a genius, right?
Yeah, exactly, buddy. Well, man, you did a wonderful job. Top 3 finish here tonight. Congratulations on that one.
Appreciate it.
How do you feel going into the second half of the season, buddy?
I wish I could have run the entire first half because this is a lot of fun. I've never really run the K&N or whatever you want to call it that much, but yeah, this league's a lot of fun.
Well, man, you did a wonderful job in that great road course battle here tonight, my friend. Congratulations on that one.
Appreciate it.
Alrighty, man. We'll talk to you next week, my friend.
Have a good one.
Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it here from the Watkins Glen Raceway, round number 8 for the WOSCRL Stars and Stripes series. We'll see you next week for round 9. Until then, everyone stay safe.